right, but we can always build more killbots.
Hey everybody, I've got a hair in my mouth. There we go, got it. How are we doing? Hello everybody. Let's get the light in. How is everybody? Mr. Target. Hello Target. Hello Manaringo. 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 Manaringo is in the house. Manaringo is in the house. How are you doing, Manaringo man? Are you okay? Right, so I have started this guy for a YouTube. So I've started him for YouTube. So we're going to do the same on this guy. And just try and get a second one done as well, which would be quite cool. How are you? How was everybody's weekend? Tell me all about your weekends, everybody. Tell me all about your weekend. What Raven Guard are you painting? We're going to paint the special character. We're going to paint this guy. This one I'm doing for YouTube. So we just started painting this one for YouTube. So we're going to paint this guy on stream today. Excuse me. How's everyone doing? Target, how are you, dude? 35 stream streak as well. Manaringo with a 35 streamer. I'm going to get some music on straight away. Before Purples gets here and shouts at me. Where is music? There is music. There is music. Let's get some music on. Feels like an Armoured Core day today. Let's do an Armoured Core day. Select all, and then not Stargazer. There we go. Feels like an Armoured Core day today. Feels very good. Okay, so let's remove this one from here. So this is the one that we're doing for YouTube. So I'll get this one done for YouTube. However, there we go. Let's get rid of that one. And put this one on. We've got started a load of these at the weekend as well, so all these got sorted out, or at least started, including the Dreadnought as well, actually. But I need to decide what colour all the little stripes and everything are on the Dreadnought. Yeah, how is everybody doing? Are we all okay? Is everybody doing well? Is everyone doing good? Is everyone doing good? Is the YT left arm the YT Lightning Claw from the new 40k character? On this guy, no, it's a it's actually a 3D print Lightning Claw. This one. So that's a Lightning Claw. Is the YouTube left arm the YouTube? This guy? Oh, the one I'm painting for YouTube. Yes, so this one's a Lightning Claw. That's a 3D printed one. That's a 3D printed one. Yeah, they're 3D prints. So I've just done a YouTube video. Just done a YouTube video on painting the generic guys. So the normal guys. So that video is live on YouTube at the moment, and now I'm doing like a take it a level up and paint the characters. So that's the next video. Got his extended backpack jet intakes all sanded down and everything. So that's all sorted. So yeah. Yeah, how's everybody's day going? Is everything going all right? Is everything going all right? What have you all got up to at the weekend? What have you all done at the weekend? What was weekend for everyone? TSN list done yet? No, not yet. I'll have a. I need to relearn all the rules. Because secret objectives sound like something I don't know what are. So if I need to put those on the list or something, I'll have to find out what they even are. Thank you very much. You played Path of Exile 2 all weekend. Cookie dude. Path of Exile 2. Yeah, mate, I'm loving the Raven Guard. It's baffling me how much I'm enjoying the Raven Guard. I'm finding it very weird. I would never have put myself down as a Space Marine enjoyer, if you like. So let's have that as trim, this as armour. Printed my list and some reference for the TSN today. Nice. And finished some extra bits for my revised list. Oh! Did you reprint some? Did you print some new stuff for it? What's the revised list now? What is the revised list? What's been added? I've played a game of Old World for ever. Oops. Path of Exile. What's Path of Exile? Is Path of Exile like oh, what's the one with the Kratos dude? Not Lord of War? No. Anyway, what's Path of Exile? What's Path of Exile like? What sort of game is it? Drop the Warriors, added some more Iron Drakes, Longbeards and 2 cannons. Oh my god. Cool. Diablo 4. But more complicated. Path of Exile 2 is like Diablo 4. Just more complicated. Okay. All painted, Hendy. Have you got the? Did you print them and get them all painted? Are they all good to go? That army's going to look cool on the table, mate. Painting Morgok from Mogok's Crushers for October. Nice. I might do the Mech Boy. I've got a Mech Boy. Or I could do Makari, although Makari's not really an orc, is he? He's a goblin. I only had to print a few extra bits. Most was already printed. Fantastic, dude. 2 extra cannons as well. How many cannons now then if you've had the 2 extra? Is the plan to sit at the back of the board and just shoot people to shit? Oh, there are no cannons. Oh, okay. I thought you had a couple of cannons in your old list for some reason. Have you all seen the new Space Marine heads? The Space Marine head sprue, of which I'm interested in like 2, maybe 3 of the heads. Yeah, they look like Space Marine heads. The Ultramarine one, well, they've painted them as Ultramarines, but yeah, the new Space Marine heads. Yeah. There's like a couple of Beaky helmets. There's a couple of Mark 7 helmets. And a Crusade helmet that I'm like, okay, yeah, they're quite cool. And then everything else is not. Should we do that black? I think we should probably do that black, shouldn't we? Forgot you're not taking an hour to start up now. I did. Too many open faces and none of the skull helmets from those Phobos guys. Yeah, that's true. There weren't any cool Phobos ones, were there? How are you doing, Manaringo? Yeah, you all shout at me if I take too long, so I'm trying to... I want to get another one of these guys and convert him. I don't know how to convert him though, because he's got a lot of bits hanging off him, like, because he's definitely a Moritat, so he's definitely got his like belts with the holsters and everything around him, so it's going to be difficult to convert him properly. How was your weekend, Manaringo? I can't remember what questions I asked you at the beginning of the stream now. But yeah, how was your weekend? Okay. Should I do a white section on the shoulder pad on that side as well? No, I don't think I do. I think I want that one black. That one can stay black. Spend a bit on... Oh, really? I blame Ren and Hungry. Oh, what have he got? What did he get for Middle-earth? You blame Ren? Is Ren doing Middle-earth now as well? At some point I'll get back into it. It just made me... I got a little bit meh about it when the new edition came out. What did he get? What did he pick up? Did he get some of the battle forces? Trying to see what is that? I think that's... we still had a box with the named ring wraiths. Oh, wow! So you got the... which ones? The... because there's two boxes of those. There's the Eastern Kingdoms one, and... Eastern Kingdoms and... I can't think what the other one is. I think I've got the Eastern Kingdoms one. You got the Name Ring Race, War Chief, and Morgul Knights. Oh, the Morgul Knights. Far Harad. Yeah, the Far Harad Ring Wraith is part of the Eastern Kingdoms box. Betrayer, Eastlings one on the night one. Betrayer, Eastling. That's the Eastern Kingdoms box. The Mordor Battle Force is cool. That's nice, man. Congrats, nice one. Eastlings and Haradrim have their own ring wraiths, don't they? Yeah, so the Eastlings have the Betrayer, the Eastling... the Haradrim have the Betrayer, and the Eastlings have... Oh, God, I can't think of his name. Kamul. I also have won a load of Goblins super cheap and 5 ring wraiths cheap. Oh, nice! I've got the Black Riders. They need painting at some point. They're really cool, actually. So I've got the Black Riders, which I recast in resin. So they printed out. They've molded and cast really well. So they look really cool. Okay, so let's get these highlights going properly. It can be quite rough with these highlights because we are going to do that oil wash again, and this will be a good kind of test. We'll give this the oil wash and then I'll go and make a cup of tea. But we've got a while until we do the oil wash anyway. We've got the metallics to put on as well. There's the battery on. Have you worked out 500 points of Mordor? I mean, 500 points of Mordor is pretty much the battle force and the Morgul Knights. The Morgul Knights are awesome, by the way. That was another one of the army lists that I was going to do, because I was going to do a load of cavalry army lists. I'd written, because I've got the Harad one, I'd written 500 points of Harad for a mounted army list, and I'd written 500 points of Mordor Morgul Knights, with the Mouth of Sauron and the Witch King as a mounted cavalry list. That was really cool. And then I was also writing a what was the other cavalry one I was doing? I've already got the Rivendell one. I've already got that one. That was a cool cavalry list which I ran with the 3 big guys, 12 knights and the three big elves. So that was fun. But yeah, the Morgul Knights are very good because they got lance. Oh, that was it. It was the Prince Imral one. I haven't really put together lists yet. Mainly got them as relatively nice, simple models to paint. Most of the stuff is relatively simple. Dol Amroth are pretty nice models. They are now. Yeah, they are now with the new models which came out. But the Knights of Dol Amroth were really nice anyway, because they were plastic before. But then obviously Prince Imrahil came out as well, and you can have foot knights. The foot knights are really nice. Enjoyed doing the eagle and some of the others. Who's that? Oh, Whiskey!
Happy Monday. Chris 4 Hype Arms Typer Spins. Chris 4 Hype. Chris 4 Heart. Genuine Jan Lover Sire. Chris 4 Heart.
Yes, back at you, Whiskey. Thank you very much for the resub. What a legend. Happy Monday, man. How are you? Hype, hype, hype. I should finish my Rivendell so I can start my Easterlings project. My Easterlings got. Did we get second? We got second in Best Army when we did the Easterling joint project with a friend. My Easterlings look cool. They're green and gold. The new Space Wolves that are coming out, like how do you think I should convert them into Raven Guard? Because I don't think there's a lot that needs to be done other than like a few head swaps. Just trying to kind of get it clear in my head. Painted them light blue grey, obviously. Love the crimson and copper look. Oh, for the Eastlings, yeah, that'll be really nice. Yeah, I might try and... There's obviously a few heads which need to be changed on them. And I don't know whether to... Would you just change the dog for a bird, or would you put a bird flying over the dog? And that might be quite funny.
Probability factor
Yay!
1 to 1. We have normality.
How are you doing, teeny tiny? A bird dog.
We have normality. Anything you still can't cope with is therefore your own problem.
Oh, I still haven't done... who was it? Avian and somebody else as well that I need to do the sound alert for. I can't remember who it was. I need to go through my DMs. How are you, Tiny Teeny? Bird deploying a fur missile. Sinister, was it you? Excellent. I'll if I can remember this evening after stream, I will get them both uploaded. Yeah, Sinister, yours is the Swedish chef, isn't it? I think. Right, so that's most of that done. Bulk. The bird and the doggo working together. Yeah, like how would the bird and the doggo work together? Like I don't know whether to, because the bird I want to get is one of the Aether Wings, which I think aren't sold anymore. So I've got to get them from eBay. And sadly I missed out on one that was a complete set that finished yesterday, and I didn't put a bid in. I forgot to put a bid in. But I don't know whether to just have the bird like flying over the dog. They broke our SAS servers again at the weekend, so oh no. Well, I've spent the morning on this Friday's YouTube video. So I started painting this guy up for YouTube, which is going rather well. He's looking rather cool. He needs one more kind of high highlight. And now I'm doing the same on this guy. There was a meta in Stormcast Warcry before they redid that. Oh, you might have. Oh, have you? Eh? Have you? I want the one with the wings turned up. Sinister, aren't you in Sweden though? You can't send me one of those. Cost you an arm and a leg in postage. Check which one you've got. I'll throw you some postage, dollary doodahs. But yeah, I definitely want to get a bird in there. Like, I'm really tempted just to swap it straight out. Just swap it straight out and just have the bird instead of the dog. I think that would be funny. Lurking for learning stream, no worries. Only has a few grams. Should fly as a regular padded envelope. That's true. That's true. Yeah, as long as it's on sprue, it'll be flat, won't it? Cheers, Sinister. That's really kind of you. It's really kind of you, yeah. Ideally, it's the one with the wings that are kind of like upturned, like as if it's just flying. And then there's a couple which are like got them outstretched. But I will take any of them if I don't have to fight on eBay for one. So that's awesome. Thank you very much. No rush. Yeah, it's quite funny because you do all this work on getting these highlights, and then you give it a oil wash to darken all the recess and everything, and then you have to put the highlights back on it. So it don't want to take too long with these highlights because they're going to get A, covered up, and then B, neatened after the fact. But they need something there to for the oil wash to soften out and recess. And we can probably be a little bit more selective about the oil wash as well and not be quite so aggressive with it. There we go. Okay. Hey Avian, we were just talking about you. We were just talking about you, dude. How are you doing? Europe is the single largest single market economy, 10 times the value of the entire US, which is being held by clunky regulations. Because of exactly that, no rude alert. I was like, oh, I need to do Avians and another one, and I couldn't remember who the other one was, and it was Sinister. Sinister kind of shouted out and said, oh yeah, the other one's me. So I need to try to remember to do those tonight if I do remember after stream. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow you might have a rude alert. Who knows? Why are they trying to sell me power tools while watching your video? Power tools? I have no idea, Avian. Why? What power tools? I've been doing this before the stream, so I was painting this guy up for YouTube. This is for the YouTube video for Friday, so we're trying to get him painted up. And then I'm just going to not like practice, but just test that the procedures that I've got in my head are going to work. So I'm going to do them on this guy and then translate it over to that one for the YouTube video tonight and carry on painting him tonight. And I can't remember who it was who suggested a white cloak, but he is going to have a white cloak. So he's got a white cloak on the inside, he's going to have a brown cloak on the outside. I think that's... Or do I go? Oh, I don't know now. Do I go brown on the inside and white on the outside, or white on the outside, white on the inside and brown on the outside? I don't know now. I'm doubting myself now. Did I put the white on the correct side of the cloak? Drab on the inside. Steel Legion drab. And then brown on the outside. I don't know actually, I think brown on the inside might work. We'll have to put it on there. We'll put it on the model and see whether white on the inside works. Drab inside, white outside. God damn it. That knight is not AOS looking. Wait, what? It's set in AOS apparently. What's set? Hang on, what have I missed? What have I missed? Oh, there's a link. What's the link? Oh! Warhammer Quest. Wait, what? Grim adventure in the ruins of mortal realms. Oh, is that it? Interesting. Interesting. An old world Warhammer Quest. Oh, is it old world? It is, isn't it? That's a Bretonian knight. In the mortal realms. Oh, Age of Sigmar. Okay. Yeah, so it's Cities of Sigmar because there's Nurgle and Beastmen there, isn't there? Oh, that's quite cool. New Warhammer Quest would be good though, because the models are always going to be great. Models are always going to be great. Yeah, we're going to do that one bone as well. All I'm saying is the models look like old world generic fantasy. They do, don't they? But then, if it's a Warhammer Quest has always been that product that they try and like reach out to a new market. So that I suppose they don't want, like they've got to have like a dwarf, an elf, a human, etc. And they don't want the aesthetic to be too AOS-y. Like you couldn't have like an Ideneth, because people would be like, what the fuck is that? So like even the dwarf looks very dwarfish, not Caradron or Fireslayer. But that's awesome, I like that. Yeah, generic fantasy audience, that's what I was trying to say. But still set it in the mortal realm, so it still needs to link into the AOS side. Because it's a main studio product, isn't it? It's not going to be a... It's not going to be a specialist design studio. That's awesome. Do they think they gave up on 40k Warhammer Quest? Well, it's because they fucked it up, didn't they? They did Blackstone Fortress and just shit on it. Blackstone Fortress was awesome. And I played one game of it and it was really cool. I don't know. They'll do Space Hulk, won't they? They've got to do. They have to do Space Hulk at some point. Space Hulk is such an easy cash grab. Surely, like they have to do Space Hulk at some point. Because it's already written. Everything's already written. So they just re-release the whole bloody thing with new models and just make $1 million. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Maybe that's why they were holding back the Blood Angel Assault Terminators. Maybe they haven't released them yet because they're going to come out in an all-new Space Hulk reprint game, whatever.
What's the plan then?
Yay!
Winchester.
The pub.
Yeah, boy!
How you doing, Whisk? Or release it with the same old models and make $2 million. Yeah, maybe. Actually, that's a good poll. What, like, everybody in Twitch chat, do you want the old models for Space Hulk? Or do you want Space Hulk with new Terminators and new Gene Stealers? Such a good bloody game. Why haven't they released it yet? Which do we prefer? You always want new models. I mean, I kind of want the new models. You got the 2005 release of Space Hulk already. Nice. The old OG models, hell no. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on the new ones. I kind of want the new ones as well. Like, releasing the old ones is like a proper nostalgia kick, isn't it? So you're only going to get a very, very small market for people who actually want the old ones and think that's cool to re-release those. So you want the you want new ones, and why wouldn't you as well? Hey Sliv, how you doing? Unless they give us the LED models. Enjoy the nostalgia factor of old models, but let's be real, the new ones are just better. Yeah, the new ones, everybody wants the new ones. Like if you're going to do new... It's a perfect way to release Blood Angels Assault Terminators as well, isn't it? Good afternoon to those in England. Good afternoon. It's nearly the evening. It's past 4 o'clock now. It's getting towards evening time. How are you doing, Sliv? Yay, we got a spiky as well! God, we got everybody on. Got everybody on. How are you doing, dude? Just got back from walking the dog on a very warm autumn morning. Nice. Hands up in chat if you haven't played Space Hulk. If you've never played Space Hulk. I went to LVO and picked up some Death Guard upgrade soldiers to use on my Angels of Death kill team, but now realise they are push fit. I'll have to drop them off. Angels of Death kill team. What, the Angels of Death kill team is push fit? Or the Death Guard upgrade soldiers are push fit? I played a video game once. I think I played once at GW Salisbury as a kid. So Chris, do Orc Progress go in October or Stream Gallery? October! October. If you're doing it for October, you can throw it in October. I will show October on stream. I'll show October stuff off on stream. So, yeah, if you want to throw it in October. Doing a Loyalist Death Guard paint scheme for the Angels of Death kill team, so basically Death Guard versus Death Guard. You're doing a Loyalist Death Guard paint scheme for the Angels of Death kill team. Fantastic. Sounds cool, dude. How are you enjoying October, Avian? Okay, explain why Purple's Orc shows up in my post, but I click on the pic and it shows mine. I have no idea. Weird Discord shittiness. That's hilarious. It probably doesn't when we click on it. It'll be some weird cookie thing that's just bugging out. Purple is killing it, but still might have to do the old varnish and oils to get more weathered. Nice. I love watching your models come together. Cheers, Nigma. Cheers, Nigma. Thank you for being a good person. I remember when you helped me with your Eldar. I truly appreciate you. Cheers, Nigma. You're welcome, dude. I try and be good. Cookie. Appreciate you too, dude. I don't think I've ever seen you spend that much time on a single project on stream, with maybe the exception of the Tomb Kings. I know, right? It's weird. I don't understand it, honestly. I don't understand why I'm this involved with these guys. Really enjoying it. I've decided for Emperor's Children. Nice, Alfredo. Sweet. There is, Alfredo, a couple of Emperor's Children recipes on my YouTube. If you go and search for them, a couple of different ones. I paint two different Emperor's Children recipes. It's infectious. I'm very glad to hear that. He's got a bolt revolver, look. He's literally got a bolt revolver. So why in the Horus Heresy are there things like Tartarus and Cataphractii Terminator, which is considered better than the Indomitus Terminator, which is what we've got now? Why did it die off? Did it die off because the STC got lost and blown up, and then all the Terminator units were lost over 10,000 years or whatever? On Saturday I went through the Loyalist Legion book. The Bombards, those tanks that look like they're the bases of the Blake, can also has phos. Oh, see, I want some Bombard. I do like the Bombards. I think the Bombards look great. Is that the new one? The new book? Invented it after 40k Terminators. Okay. Oops. So they had to have a reason to. There we go. So I can have a Dark Angel Phosphex Bombard. Is that what you're telling me? Although the Dark Angels, I don't think I want to start entertaining ideas for the Dark Angels too much, because the Dark Angels are going to stick with being a boarding party. I just need like one unit of 10 Mark II Marines as a tactical squad for the Dark Angels, and I think that's probably the boarding party done. The Legends destroyers. Did I show you the destroyer assault marines with the missile launcher, and then the regular? So the regular destroyer squad. So this is a regular destroyer squad. They can have a heavy weapon within the unit, and they can have the missile launcher. So I've given that missile launcher. To the regular destroyer squad. Obviously hung a feather off it, and also put a raven skull on the thing. So that's just a regular the missile launcher for the regular destroyer squad, which I think it looks badass, looks awesome. And then I'm going to give the sergeant of the destroyer squad. He's going to have a sword rather than a lightning claw. So he's going to have a big like talon sword. I'll probably use one of the Emperor's Children ones. Didn't see the kit bash. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. And then the destroyer, because I can't remember who it was. I think it was probably Avian again, who was saying that destroyer squads have like burnt out armor. So when you paint the armor, have it like really, really battered. So the sergeant has got like a really battered face as well. So he's got like a really kind of cut up face with a little bit of a bionic eye. So he's the sergeant. I kind of want to put that head on the regular destroyer, but I'd already glued that on, and I tried to kind of snap it off, and it wouldn't snap off. So I was like, right, okay, fine, I'll leave that one on there. So he's left on there, and then that one, the assault destroyer with the missile launcher's got the really cool, funky head, the Mark VI head from the assault squad with the extra bionics and stuff. So that's those, and then this is what the assault squads are looking like. So they got the white shoulder pads and the white arms. So I've tended to stop the arms at the elbow. I haven't given them all white arms. I don't know whether that's a mistake. I think I'll probably go back and carry on painting all the arms totally white. I think that's probably a better idea. But I mean, obviously they need some highlights. That's just like the initial tone. They end up looking like that. That's how they end up looking. So proper bright white, or at least white with the highlights. Same as this one here. So it should be cool. You can, but Games Workshop don't want you to. It's why AOS and the Old World have different Night Goblin models, for example. Do they have different base sizes too? If not, I just proxy them for one or the other. Also, no cross-range models. Chris, why would Games Workshop provide? They can use multiple games and armies. I found my plasticard rods, so perhaps I will take the old Indomitus Terminators and kit bash them for 30k, so they're in Legends as well. Yeah, the Indomitus I think are Legends. Indomitus Termies are in Legends. They're slower and they've got less armour than the Tartarus and the Cratophracti though. I think that's right. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this thing is. It's almost like a stim shot or something. I don't know what it's supposed to be. KD's next. Wonder if it's on his war gear. Wonder if it's just like a weird little thing that he's got on his war gear. have you got that? Have you got the Legions, the Liber Astartes book nearby, Avian? Because I need to know about Seeker squads and what weapon options they have outside of the Kraken bolters. Like whether one can have a special weapon in there, like 1 in 5 for every 5 models you can have a special weapon, and then also what weapons the sergeant can have. Because I've got the last 2 units that I need to do are, well, that I want to do, not need to do. The last 2 units are the More Death In, and then 2 units of Seekers. So the Seekers have Kraken bolters, so I'm going to make the Kraken bolters pretty much look like that, but with a slightly less long barrel. So I'm going to make some silencers and just stick them on the end of the the bolt guns. But I don't know what options. Like if there's one in every 5 can have like a special weapon. I don't know what special weapon I would give them, because like the Seeker squads, like they're snipers, aren't they? So I don't know what makes sense to give a sniper squad as a special weapon. And then also the same for the sergeant as well. I don't know what options he would have, but if they're snipers, they're not going to be in close range, so it's not like I'm going to give him a lightning claw. Any model can have the Kraken bolter, can have a Legion combi weapon. Oh. What do they come with? Do they come with the Kraken bolters? So I could give the sergeant a disintegrator combi weapon. Where's the disintegrator squad I've got? I could give the sergeant that disintegrator combi or something. The sergeant can have its Kraken bolter and or bolt pistol for 1 item each from the sergeant melee. Okay, cool. So he can have the sergeant list. Attempting the smoke on the playcaster for the 3rd time now. Just can't seem to get it looking good for me. Sliven, that's exactly the same actually as Rich Grey. Rich Grey has been trying to do that smoke, and he's done that 3 times as well. So it's not just you. That smoke is causing problems for lots of painters. Kraken bolter, bolt pistol, frag grenades, crack grenades are the base loadout. Okay, so I have given one of the destroyers. There we go. I've given one of the destroyers a grenade in his hand. No prizes for guessing where that grenade hand comes from, because he won't get it. So I have given one of them a grenade. I might do that on the Kraken bolters one as well. Because I might use that's the other thing I was thinking about. I might use Primaris bolters for the Kraken bolters, because then I can have one of them. There's a Primaris bolt gun that's slung over his shoulder, so I could put it over his shoulder and then I could have a grenade in his other hand. The sergeant can have bolt pistol replaced with a disintegrator pistol for 5 points, or 1 item for the Legion pistols list. Like, I quite like the disintegrator pistol. It looks cool. I have no idea whether disintegrators are any good, but I might give him a disintegrator pistol. You can add a bayonet or chain bayonet to the Kraken bolter. Yeah, I see. That's probably what I'm not going to do. Like, everybody has a bayonet on my bolt guns, but I'll probably avoid it on the Kraken bolters. Like, I don't think they're going to get up close, are they, anytime soon? So yeah, lol. What do you think? What do you think the special weapon? Oh, Spitfire. Thank you, dude.
Less than 3.
It's on a flat pencil tank, so glazing isn't working as well as I'd like. Trying to use my dry brush to make a blend effect from one colour to another. Could you give me any tips for doing it? Yeah, take your time. And you probably... you probably want to stipple it a bit more than like dry brushing. Dry brushing... you still have to take your time, and it's not, you can't just like throw the dry brush at it and think it's going to happen straight away. You have to get the initial colour down, take your time, get it down really, really well, and then don't clean off your brush, get the next colour, and just kind of just take your time and blend it in. You could probably stipple it a little bit more than just like rough dry brushing. Melter bombs for the sergeant. Up to 2 Marines may have 1 item from the Legion equipment. 2 Marines? What, 2 in the unit of 5? What's in the Legion equipment list? Is that like the special weapons? Oh, so what would make sense for a Seeker squad to have as a special weapon? It's kind of a missile launcher again. Nothing for special weapons. Oh, okay. Oh, the Legion equipment. Okay. Just regular Legion equipment list. Gotcha. So it'll be things like... Legion... Oh. That's kind of cool then. So that also simplifies what the unit's going to look like. I'm just going to have to build 8 Kraken bolters and then 2 sergeant stuff. So 1 sergeant can have a disintegrator pistol. Does the sergeant come with a Kraken bolter? Sergeant can have bolt pistol replaced with a disintegrator. Sergeant does have a Kraken bolter because it can have its Kraken bolter replaced with 1 item for the sergeant melee and or the bolt pistol. Okay, so I can have a Kraken bolter and a sword. So that would be quite cool. I might give him a lightning claw. That might be quite fun. Yeah, I think I've done that. I've done that cloak the wrong way round. I think I need to do brown on the inside, white on the outside. So if I'll do one unit that's just all Kraken bolters then, and then the other unit I might do a little bit of variation. Thank you, Avian. That's really appreciated. Equipment, not weapons. Oh, yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? So that's where you can give them grenades and stuff, I suppose. So I can really play around with those, because those and the more death in, I think I want to kind of convert a little bit more. Well, the more death in, definitely. Well, that answers that question anyway. Like, what special weapons can go in the Seeker squad? None. So one unit of Seekers is definitely just all Kraken bolters, including the Sergeant. But you could go with the combi weapons for extra oomph. Yes, yeah, the other one will definitely be a combi weapon. I think I'll do like a combi disintegrator or something. Mainly because I've got a combi disintegrator, although I do have some firstborn marine combi weapons somewhere. So I could have a what would make sense? Combi plasma feels too loud. Combi disintegrator is probably a bit too loud. I don't know. What's like a long range combi grav? No. Can I do combi volkite? I just want to do combi volkite now. Props to AI. Why you good? I see why I missed it. It's only 2 options: Nuncio Vox and the Augury Scanner. Oh, okay. Oh, so I can give. So I can give one of them a Nuncio Vox. That would make sense. Giving one of them a Nuncio Vox would make sense, because they need to be in contact with everybody, don't they? So I'll give one of them a Nuncio Vox. That's cool. This guy looks badass. This guy looks absolutely badass. This guy looks absolutely badass. He really does. Cheers, Avian. That's really, really cool. That's really cool. Now, I've done the destroyers, right, haven't I? So the destroyers, I've got 2 Volkite Serpentas, and then the sergeant's got a Volkite Serpenta and a sword, and then there's the missile launcher in there, which has only got it's got certain missiles, hasn't it? It's only got like rad missiles or something. As I have not had a game yet, it does seem that applying the effects on the opponent's stuns, pins, suppressors, and finding a way to counter it is needed. Yes, yeah, stuns, pins. So that's a good question, actually. Are there any of the combi weapons which apply effects in a really, really good way, or anything? Are there any effects which the combi weapons are applying that I can make use of? Like, do I need a combi plasma or something so that I can pin the unit down and then pew them with Kraken bolters? I really need the rulebook and the lever books. Still haven't picked them up, so it's been taking a while to pick them up. You need combi plasma because painting plasma glow is cool. Yeah, I haven't got any plasma yet either, so maybe we do need some plasma. Hot take, you need plasma. Number 1 reason why I give all my dudes plasma guns and plasma pistols. See, I really like the Volkite. The Volkite looks amazing. I really like how that looks. But I do have some room for a graviton gun and shock. So I need a combi grav weapon. Flamers cause panic, but I think you will be. Yeah, no, I don't want flamers. I love the way a glowy plasma adds visual interest to a scheme. Yes, definitely. My Saturnine have got really cool blue plasma on them, and that adds a really cool visual interest to that, with a little bit of glow landing on the legs and everything. So that's really good. So a combi grav gun. Remember, 1 shot only for the combi weapon. Should my Space Wolf plasmas be green or orange? Space Wolf plasma. I don't know actually. What? Probably orange. So I need to find a grav combi weapon. Go with the contrast you like. Frost weapons are tealy. Yeah, probably orange. I think yellow would also look quite cool. Also matches well with the red and yellows. Yeah, I reckon like orange, but like veering on yellow orange. Sorry, trying to thread the brush between the desk and the microphone. Where's purples today? We haven't got any purples. Got fluor orange and fluor yellow to mix for that saturation out experiment. Nice. Hey!
Where is the music, Chris? Cow. Moo. Tongue.
Can you hear the music? The music should be on. Have I not set the music right? No, I have set the music right. You're just being funny. There's my attempt at purple. It's low, is it? There we go. That's cool, he's got like little magnetic clasps. Magnetic buckles so that he can buckle his cloak around him if he wanted to. Yeah. That's quite cool. Right, I'm going to go make a cup of tea in a second. So that's pretty much all the silver done. I might just do that bit on the top because it looks like it could add a bit of detail to it. Who's that? Oh, Amigas, thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing? Oh, we do have to paint the underside of all these studs as well. Fantastic. Okay, I think he's ready for his oil wash now. Maybe a couple more highlights to go back in, but then we can highlight after anyway. This team seems perfect company while I paint my Night Lords. Oh, you're doing Night Lords? Dude. I've got so many Night Lords. Excellent, excellent, excellent choice. Right, I'm going to go very, very quickly go make a cup of tea because I've got a last little bit of tea left. Also have a bit of a bio break, and then when we get back, we'll give this a bit of an oil wash, and then carry on painting. I think we're going to do his cloak brown, just all brown, brown all over, whereas this cloak needs to be brown on the inside and white. I definitely want it white on the outside, I think. I think that's going to look good. And then we can do a big raven symbol on the back of it as well. Right. Everybody, thanks for being awesome. I'm going to be 2 seconds. Everybody, it's your time now just to kind of get up and have a bit of a stretch as well. So I'll be right back. Going to go make a cup of tea. I'll see you in 2. Yo, how we doing? Putting way more effort into the Space Wolf's armour than it needs. No! Never putting too much effort into Space Wolf armour. In fairness, it's less about painting a nice Space Wolf and more about practicing some new learnings in blending. Yes! Welcome back, Manaringo. How are you doing? Yeah, definitely more about learning stuff. Just being consistent with what you're looking at. Right, so I'm just going to pick out. I need to pick out some bolt heads, or rivet heads, rather, and then we'll do a oil wash. Perfect. You put a whip in the stream gallery. Excellent. We're going to have a look at the stream gallery in a second. If anybody's been working on anything, throw it up in the stream gallery. If you've had some October stuff, throw it up in the October room. We'll go have a look in a sec. There we go. You did, but it's in October. Nice. You haven't had a look for those Aether wings yet, have you, Sinister? I know I said there was no rush, but... Alright. See if we can get that edge there. Oh, you're at work. Of course you are. Of course you are. Of course you are. Right. There we go. Right. Let's do. Now, question: Do I do an oil wash just on this one, or do I paint? Where's the Vigilator? There's the Vigilator. Or do I paint a Vigilator up as well. I've got to pick a colour for him as well. Well, for his cloak. Might do it. I might give him a black cloak. I think he deserves a black cloak. He can have a black cloak. I think that'd be quite cool. He's got loads of feathers on him as well. Paint the Vigilator. You think? Get this guy done up and then you can oil wash both of them. We've got the Moritat here as well. There's the Moritat. So that's kind of ready for some sketchy sketching as well. This guy is going to look great for YouTube though. Dead excited. He's going to look awesome. He's going to look really, really good. Although, like I said, I do have to swap that cloak round. Definitely needs to be brown on the inside and then white on the outside. Right, let's remove this from. There we go. Remove that from there, and then add the Vigilator in. Wouldn't it be cool? Wonder whether I can make this guy into a Vigilator. He'd be cool as a Vigilator, right? Because I could remove that, leave him one pistol that's holstered. Oh, I don't know. Could I get that? Could I get that arm across his chest? I don't know how you'd. Yes, he's super cool. I really like that model. Really like that model. I need to figure out something to convert him into. Need to figure out something to convert him into. Keep the oil washers together. Yeah, if I do as many of these as I can. If I do as many of these as I can, and then I can do when I do the oil wash for this guy for YouTube, then I can record doing the oil wash on him and then turn the video off and then do the oil wash on loads of the other ones. These look awesome though. Look how cool this guy looks with the clean chest as well. They're so good. They look so cool. Oh, I did spot. In fact, I'll do that now. Where's the sergeant of the There it is. The disintegrator unit. There's the sergeant, and I've drilled his disintegrator, but I haven't drilled his bolter. So I need to drill his bolter, which we'll do now. So we'll just clean that mould line off his bolter. And then we'll very carefully drill his bolter as well. These are veterans, because I think that's right. I think there's only veterans. I think it's only a veteran squad that can have all disintegrators. So these are all veterans. So they have the funky big shoulder pads. That's what Blue Sky told me anyway. People on Blue Sky were like, well, the only unit that can have all disintegrator weapons is veteran tactical squad. So, and then I gave him a disintegrator combi weapon because I thought it looked cool. The arms would be the question. Yeah, the arms on KDs, yeah. Maybe you just use the body, leave off the cloak. The cloak is cool. The cloak is cool. Here's a dumb question. For Horus Heresy, is it the shorter game length and the last man standing rules are set up to get some of that old style kill points without kill points? How do you mean, Avian? I do find it interesting that it is a shorter game length. I don't know what the inspiration was to make it a 4-turn game. But I've not heard any kind of grumblings about that, so it seems to be a change that people have appreciated or liked or whatever. You murderize the opponent to keep them off the objectives. Yeah, and then you have, isn't it the Vanguard? Vanguard units get more victory points if they kill something that's on an objective as well. Who's that? Ah!
Christopher, did you put on the music? Were you painting on camera? Were you reading the chat? Fuck. Moo. Tongue.
Yes. Yes, Olivia. In your absence, Olivia, I've been doing everything awesome. See? Been doing everything awesome, Olivia. Look, Olivia. Look, Olivia. Look what I've been doing, Olivia. How cool's he? How cool is he? He's looking badass. He's going to have a completely brown. We might start his cloak actually. Might paint his cloak. We're going to do a little bit of a vigilator now. And I've been painting this guy for. YouTube as well. So he's been started. Oh look, a space wolf. No. Now. We do kind of have to have like a little bit of a thing about this. About the new Space Wolves. Because I do want to decide. Where are they? I do want to decide. Where are the Space Wolves? There they are. So he's awesome, right? I'll just swap the knife around so it's reverse grip, so he can really simply be a Raven Guard. The issue with all of these is swapping the heads. I think I've got to try and swap all the heads for Raven Guard heads. That one I could probably get away with. That one, if I remove the top knot on that one I can probably get away with. I wonder what. Yeah, like I want to put one beaky on there. I want to put one beaky. Probably that one. Probably the plasma needs the beaky, right? So give that one the beaky. Like anything with like beard and moustache needs to go, so he needs to go. That one I'll probably just find a librarian head. I've got loads of librarian heads and just use one of those. I need to find. I like the beakers as well. He's cool. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's Raven Guard. That's just absolutely Raven Guard. And then this one, I don't know whether just to not paint him and have him and just do a bird, or whether to put a bird on his back or something. I don't know. And then there's the bird skull. Like if you look at this, there's the bird skull on the skull sprue. So I don't know whether to try and utilise that and have like 3 of those. If I had 3 of those on the top of the staff, so that staff, so this one here, if I had 3 of those bird skulls on the top of that staff with some feathers hanging off it, that would be quite cool, right? He's just like generic. He's the most generic, so he just like, I just need to remove that skull there and put a raven skull on the front of it. Need to learn how to sculpt raven skulls really quickly, because I want to put a raven skull on the front of that. Be really interesting to try and sculpt a raven skull on that shoulder pad. Blue stuff mould. Yeah, but it needs to be bigger than this one. It needs to be bigger than that one. But yeah, 3D print a master. That's what I was thinking. Because if I 3D print a master and then sculpt on top of it, then I can show a picture of it being sculpted. That could be a way to do it. It's no longer a third-party bit. Yeah, I reckon I'll do that. I'll do that later, actually. I mean, I might not even buy them, but I just think it would be a really cool little project for YouTube to turn the Space Wolf ones into Raven Guard ones. I think it would be really fun. I think it'd be really fun, and obviously I've got the colour scheme. And then the bird, hopefully from Sinister, if not from an eBay purchase. Yeah, well, I'll use that Tamiya quick type, because that will be really cool to clean up, kind of thing. Tamiya quick type, you can go really thin with the Tamiya quick type, and B, it sands beautifully. Like, look how well that sands. So it's that should be quite cool. That is a benefit of green stuff, actually. Yeah, that is a benefit of green stuff. It would you could bend it around, couldn't you? Once it's dried, you could bend it around the shoulder. So no orcs, eh? I see you, Chris. No orcs. I might paint the mech boy. I've got the mech boy. So I might paint the mech boy for October at some point. What time is it? Nearly 6 o'clock. Wow. I think it's been a really good stream today. I've really enjoyed it. You've all been very chit-chatty. Had some cool things to chit-chat around. Got some good painting done. Got some ideas thrown around. We've got some confirmation on what to give some of my units. Working out how to do the Seekers and the Destroyer squads. Need to post my Tato pics. Now I'm going to look at your orc. Oh yes, we need to go and have a look at Stream Gallery. So yeah, everybody, a couple more minutes and throw some Stream Gallery stuff in there. And we'll go and have a look. New Pestigore and Nurgle. New Pestigore and Nurgle. Oh, on the Warhammer Quest. Warhammer Quest stuff looks cool. You're a demanding little shit. Yeah, but you helped me out with Liber Astartes, so it's fine. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It looks good, Mannering. Look forward to seeing some more about that. We were saying that the models in the artwork, or the artwork models, look very generic, not very AOS-y, because like I think they want to appeal to that fantasy market a little bit more than like if you put an Ideneth in there, they'd be like, what the, like the general population would be like, what the bloody hell is this elf? It looks stupid, and they wouldn't get it. So I like the slightly more generic looking elf, dwarf, human, knight, sorceress, that sort of stuff. New Mordheim minis would be amazing, wouldn't it? New Mordheim minis would be really, really cool. I mean, they seem to be doing accessory sprues a lot more. So maybe we can finally see some like accessory sprues, and then once they've done accessory sprues, maybe we can see a little bit of the handbrake taken off with in terms of rules as well. Like, you want to go and make a chaplain on a bike? I mean, I doubt it, but hey, we can all have a pipe dream. Right, let's go have a look at Stream Gallery. So throw your Stream Gallery stuff up, what you've been working on over the weekend. Go and have a look at that and some orcs and stuff like that. There we go. Just clean that off. Yeah. Oh no, wrong thing. Hang on. Discord. There we go. Stream live. So Stream Gallery. Oh, whiskey. Hey, I like the base whiskey. Lilith is so cool. Love Lilith. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I like the armour. That's really cool. You've got 4 Liliths. As in all 4 Liliths? Because I think I've got 3 Liliths. I've got the original Lilith, the middle Lilith, or have I still got the middle Lilith? I think I might have sold a middle Lilith. I think I might have sold middle Lilith. All 4. So what's one? Which one's the 4th one then? You've got the old one from the old metal one from 3rd ed. Metal Lilith, Finecast Lilith, Plastic Lilith, and Plastic Lilith Mark II. Plastic Lilith. Which one was Plastic Lilith? Was there a Lilith before this Lilith? No. There was Finecast Lilith. Which one was the Plastic Lilith? Purples is home! Yay! Hey Perps! That's super cool. Look at her. That's really well done, whiskey. Sinister, these blends are really good.
Don't you fucking dare end the stream now. Fuck. Move. Tongue.
Why? Why not? Why not, Olivia? Elf with cake, you knew. This is really cool. This is really cool. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to ruin you, whiskey, by painting those as Raven Guard. Sinister. That's cool.
Out of self-interest, Christopher, if you want to keep your teeth and kneecaps.
My teeth? I mean, okay, you could reach my kneecaps. You're not going to reach my teeth. I'm too tall for you, Olivia. Working on them panel blends. They're really good. They're really good. Like, I can't see a transition in there at all. They're really cool. It's ever so smooth. Really smooth. I'd go even darker down here, by the way. I'd really push the contrast down here. Keep glazing some Fenrisian Grey or whatever your darkest one is down here, like is it Dark Reaper, whatever the blue is? Incubi Darkness? Incubi Darkness. It looks great. Right, October. Oh, look how cool this thing looks. What a trike. What a trike. What a fantastic trike. Use a mix of Fang and Rhinox for the shade. Fantastic Sinister. All vehicles are so damn good. This is brilliant. I love this. I'm not so enamoured with the rider. The rider, the rider with the claw, who's not really riding. He's just like standing on a thing. I'm not. But this, that's badass. Nice one, dude. And then we have purples from yesterday. So that's one of the beast snaggers. How many beast snaggers have you done so far? Have you done all 3 beast snaggers? Augur Day 4. That's another beast snagger. Day 5 was a beast snagger. Day 3 was a beast snagger. Day 2 was a beast snagger. Yes, day 1. So you're doing all the beast snaggers. That's awesome. Day 2, another Orc Boy. Everybody's doing. Day 3 for Pete. That's a really good one. I like the checker plate. You got 15 to go. Well, that's perfect actually, because that will take you all the way up to the end. I like the wound counter for the vehicles. That's cool as well. Waiting for pig squigs. I need to do some checkers on my Dark Angels, because I've got those I've got the Knights, Cerebium Knights, is that what they're called? I'd already painted the Squig Riders. It's the Snagger's launch box. Nice. The Snaggers will take me to day 20. After that I have 20 in total, so I'll do 2 a day starting day 21. So the Snaggers take you up to day 20, and then you have 20 boys to do as well, so then you'll do 2 boys a day. Gotcha. And the 31st you'll do the big boss. Purples, it's almost like you've planned this. This is very clever. Still thinking the rider needs a duster to wear. Whoever thought an architect of systems of power would do planning? I know, right? I know. Maybe she could teach Olivia a thing or two. Everyone other than Chris. I plan. I'm doing very well at planning at the moment for a week. I've had a week's worth of planning. Planned YouTube videos. Got this week's YouTube videos all planned in. I need a YouTube video for next week, and then the week after I've got already sorted. So I need to figure out what to do for next week's YouTube video. How's the sieging going? It's alright so far, yeah. I've sent off the first commission, just waiting to hear back from that and get paid for that one. And then hopefully get some more come in. I'll have to fit that in. Fit that into the stream schedule and YouTube schedule. You need to hire Purple to keep me on task. I'm hoping Jan got a parcel today as well. I was a little bit disappointed that his parcel seems to have gone AWOL. I very, very, very rarely have problems with Royal Mail. Haven't heard from him today, so I'm guessing it hasn't arrived today. You painting for Siege? I am indeed. Did they come built? What, the Siege stuff? No, you have to build it. They just send you sprues. So you have to build it. Do you get to keep the bits? I believe so, because I didn't send them back. I've been enjoying their podcast a lot. It seems like a proper bunch of lads. Nice. I've not listened to many of their podcasts. I'm glad you like them though. That's good. Posting a couple of tutorials. Nice. Who was it? One of you posted in Discord that you were watching my, or had my YouTube videos on all weekend. So thank you very much, whoever that was. I think it was Whiskey. Thank you, Whisk. If you haven't seen the latest YouTube video, !YouTube, go have a watch. It's very good. Oh, I thought it was very good anyway. Hopefully, yeah.
It was Spiky fucking mood.
Was it Spiky? Cheers, Spiky. Can't take credit for that as much as I'd like. Cheers, Spiky. Yeah, I thought it was a good video. I tried really hard with it in terms of trying to structure the video a bit more like how YouTube, like popular YouTube videos are structured. If that makes sense. Found some of my older Middle-earth strategy battle game videos. What, like plating Glorfindel and painting Galadriel? Painting. There's a YouTube video on painting Galadriel's see-through dress. That was quite fun. Oh, I think that was a stream more than a YouTube video. I was more interested in the kit bash of the vampire thing. Oh yeah, yeah, that amazing kit bash that I did that is now not in the game anymore. Gulliver. And the clear army of the dead. I think I did a video on Smaug as well. This is the colour scheme we're going to use on Smaug, by the way. Or rather, Ancalagon. So we're going to do the plan is we'll do a stream where we paint Smaug, and we're going to do lots of like this kind of scratchy texture on it, and then rather than doing like an oil wash, I'm going to glaze the whole thing with very thin black glaze. Oh, it's still being sold. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, did they re-release? They re-released him, didn't they? Yeah, so he is at least still usable. He wasn't when the game was initially re-released. He wasn't usable. That was one of the annoyances of the new game that I was grumpy over. Gulliver is such a nice model. What, the actual Gulliver? It's really crunchy. He's very good in the rules. Although I think his rules have been toned down a little bit now. It's a very crunchy hand sculpted sculpt. You're not supposed to tell how models are supposed to crunch. The new fat guy with the keys. Yeah, just pay attention to what I say in the video about making sure that, like, the aesthetic stays within Middle-earth kind of thing, because it's easy to just kind of grab a model and go, well, that's Gulliver. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't use the werewolf head. And some of the changes that I did in there, I was trying to keep it within the realms of like a terror from the deep kind of thing. But I mean, yeah, you can use whatever you like. Don't let my thought processes affect you. Yes. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of people who just use like the OCR Bone Reapers on Necrons. I'm like, well, it doesn't match. Like, you got to put a bit more work into it than just going, well, there's an OCR Bone Reaper with a Necron head. Have I finished the Night Lords yet? I haven't. I know you asked Mannering. Yeah, I've got 2 Night Lords armies to kind of sort and plan out. Two Night Lords armies to sort and plan out. I hope at some point they do Army of the Dead Cavalry in that clear plastic. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for a limited run of Army of the Dead clear plastic cavalry, because then I'll have an Army of the Dead in all clear plastic, which will be perfect. I'm sourcing bits for them. I got distracted and ended up with a whole Middle-earth strategy battle game hole. It is very easy to fall down a Middle-earth strategy battle game hole. It's very, very easy. I started off because it's very easy to look at the models and go, well, they're really bad models. Like some of the models are really old and really like of their time. And then you fall down such a hole. It's almost like, well, actually, if you paint them well, they kind of look all right. Like the Black Riders. The Black Riders, like, if you look at them just like, it's not really objectively, but if you just like glance at them, they look really poor. And then you look at them a little bit closer and you're like, well, actually, they've got quite a lot of charm to them. They look quite good. And I think you could paint them and make them look really good. So yeah, honestly, Middle-earth is a weird phenomenon. It's really weird when you get into it. There's no Army of the Dead Cavalry. Check the movie, they're all on foot. Yeah, but they did... Oh. Have they stopped making them? Because there's Finecast Army of the Dead Cavalry. So there's the Kings. There's the Army of the Dead Banner. And they did Finecast ones. And I know the new edition has gone very... This is in the movies, this is in the book, and that's it. Yeah, there we go. Ride of the Dead. So they have done. They are still there. But yeah, I'm kind of waiting for plastic ones of these, like clear plastic, like new sculpts, clear plastic ones of these, because then Army of the Dead would look really cool. That's what I'm waiting for, because all my clear Army of the Dead models are still in their sprue in the box, still on the sprue in the box. Same with, there they are. So I've got 2 boxes of these. So I've got 40 Warriors of the Dead, but in the clear plastic that they did. So I've got 2 boxes of them. So I've got 40 of them ready. And I'm just hoping and waiting and hoping that they'll do Riders. And then I'll get 2 boxes of those as well. No, you don't tend to do units for the Riders anyway. The Riders tend to be, because the Army of the Dead have got really high defense, so they're really tough to kill, very tough to kill. So you tend to have, for the Army of the Dead, you tend to have lots of warriors and then like 3 riders, just to be a little bit more manoeuvrable and go and get objectives when you need to, kind of thing. So you don't tend to have lots of riders at all. Yeah, hopefully they'll do a box of 6. They'll resculpt them in plastic and do like a box of 6 like all the other cavalry, and then I'll get 2 boxes of those if they do a limited run in the clear plastic, which would be really, really nice. But there's the Knights of Dol Amroth. But yeah, it's I got very cross. I got very cross. Not really cross, just disappointed that like I'd put loads of work into an army and they're just like, no, you're not using that anymore. It's like, oh, for God's sake. So yeah. Really enjoyed these Space Wolves. I stumbled across Sam Len's video where he talked about blending and it kind of unlocked a tweak I could make. Yes! Yeah, there's a couple of cool Sam Len's videos where he just goes, oh, have you thought about doing this? Shooting with archers is a real pain, so much fails on attacks. Yes, but archers are really important. Archers are really important in Middle-earth. Because you can plink off horses really easily. Yeah, archers are a little, like, not unknown, but like they're a really important part. Yeah, you can only have 30% because there's a couple of armies where you can just have all archers. It's horrible to play against. If you just have an archer army, like my rangers are all archers, and you can just kind of kite and run away. So the 30% rule is really good to kind of limit how many archers you can have. But it's really important to have a few, because if you don't have any archers, and the other army does have archers, they can sit back for a few turns as well and just kind of plink off shots at your cavalry and kill the horses. Because if you have like 6 shots and you have all 6 shots at your cavalry, your units of cavalry, or your, not really units, but your cavalry models, it's so easy to kill a couple of horses. So easy to kill a couple of horses, and then that completely neuters a load of the cavalry. Like if you've got 6 cavalry in your army and you kill 2 of the horses in the first 2 turns, and then you kill another 2 horses in the next 2 turns, then they've only got 2 cavalry left. Whereas your cavalry are kind of hiding all safe and sound, kind of thing. Middle-earth is a really good game. It's a really good game. I was just really grumpy when the new edition came out, because I was working on the Rangers of the North army, converting every single model and sculpting every single model, and they killed it pretty much. 30% rule is the only reason Rohan aren't banned. See, Rohan are an interesting one because they can have throwing spears, so they can all have throwing spears. So you can have an entire Rohan army all with throwing spears. And they can kite because they have a 12-inch range on the throwing spears. Mustn't start a Rohan army. Horse archers are historically OP. Yeah. Well, Haradrim as well. Haradrim can have 50%. And then Haradrim, if you have the Betrayer can give all your archers poison as well, which is really, really cool. So that was the other army I was doing as well. I was doing a Haradrim cavalry army. Just slowly working on that. That was a really, really nice looking army as well. Anyway, yeah, Middle-earth's awesome. Middle-earth's a really, really good game. I was just grumpy when the new one came out for a little bit. I knew I'd kind of get back into it. I was just like, no, that's fine. I'll just be grumpy with it for a bit. And then the same with the Smaug army I was doing, because I was doing Smaug and a dragon. Because they changed the way allies work, so now you can't do any allies. There's no allying in Middle-earth anymore. So I was doing Smaug, because Smaug used to be able to ally with Moria, so you could do Smaug and a dragon from Moria. So I was going to do Smaug was going to be Ancalagon, and then the dragon from Moria was going to be Smaug. So he was going to be painted red, and then Calagon was going to be painted black. So it was going to be like mother and son kind of thing. And then they killed that as well, so I couldn't do that either. So all the funky cool, and I was going to do a sand spider. Can you remember when I was going to do the Haradrim and I was going to do a sand spider? Because you could Haradrim could ally with Mordor, and Mordor could have Shelob. So I was going to do a sand version of Shelob, like coming out of a sand tunnel kind of thing, like a big sand spider from the desert. And then my Easterlings used to be able to ally with Mordor, so I had an Easterling bow, the big siege bow. I'd converted a big Easterling siege bow with a dragon head for the bolt, and you can't do that anymore. So there was all the alliances and like little army plans that I had in my head and had started kind of picking up models for, they just killed. So I was a little bit grumpy about it. But the game itself is fantastic. The game is really, really good, and I will at some point get back into it. Allies are allowed in non-match play. The match play is so good though. Everybody plays the match play. Match play in Middle-earth is so good. Yeah, you could always do whatever you wanted in a home game. You can, yes, but the thing with Middle-earth is that the match play is so good that that's what everybody plays. Everybody plays the match play because the missions are so fun. The missions are really, really good fun. Like even the narrative stuff, the narrative missions are really, really good fun. But you have like a set force every time you do the narrative stuff, and a lot of the fun of playing Middle-earth was going down to Warhammer World with my friends and doing the tournaments down there, doing like the team tournaments and the doubles tournaments. And one of the Smaug and Calagon army was for a Middle-earth Throne of Skulls, Middle-earth Throne of Skulls army, which I was going to do. And then obviously you can't then do allies in that one, so that'll change that. Anyway, it was a big long story, but Middle-earth is fantastic, and the reason why it's fantastic is because the match play, it's not competitive. It's not a competitive setting, but the match play scenarios and rule set is so good that that's what everybody plays. So that's the game that everybody plays. Your All Horses Rivendell army. It's really good fun to play. It's really good fun to play. In fact, I don't even know whether that army is legal anymore. I'll have to check. I don't even know whether that army is legal anymore. It was 12 Rivendell Knights, Glorfindel, Elrond, and bloody hell, who's the other one? Who's the other one? Glorfindel. No, not Arwen. Glorfindel, Elrond, and Gil-galad. So yeah, so I've converted. That's why it's not legal. I've converted Gil-galad on a horse. Gorgeous conversion. It's Glorfindel and Elrond combined together with loads of sculpting, and now I can't take that either because Gil-galad can't take a horse. So that army's dead. So I can't take that army either. So yeah, like I say, I just got really grumpy. I just got really grumpy with the new edition, and it's absolutely fine. It was just that all the armies that I was really excited about, and all the armies that I was working and converting plans for, all got killed. Like the Black Riders, I could use the Black Riders. The Black Riders was fine. Yeah, anyway. There you go. There you go. Middle-earth strategy battle games, brilliant. It is very, very good. And I had started. Yeah, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that, Mannerings. I'd started. It was so that the problem with it was all the allies. The ally matrix in the last edition was so fun and so interesting that you could do all sorts of weird stuff, because the ally matrix, you could either have true allies where you would be able to ally together and you'd both keep both of your army rules, or you'd have like maybe allies where you could ally together absolutely fine, but you wouldn't be able to use your army rules between each other. And then the other one was you couldn't ally at all, like no allies at all. So you could either ally and keep your army rules, or ally and just don't use your army rules, but you could have a really, really cool ally, which was how Smaug and Calagon worked. So Smaug and a dragon from Moria, they didn't get their army rules, but their army rules weren't really relevant because you had two dragons on the table. It was really, really fun. And Mordor could ally with a lot of the evil factions. So my friend, for instance, had a that was the other one as well. I'd started doing an army of 9 assassins, which you now can't do either. So Mordor could ally with Easterlings, so you could have an Easterling troll, because you could get the troll from the Mordor list that was a hero, the troll chieftain, and you could use it in your Easterling list, and you could just ally it in and have a. So my friend at Games Workshop converted and sculpted an Easterling troll, and it looked amazing because it was the troll chieftain, but with like Easterling armor all over it. It looked amazing. It was so that was really, really fun, but you can't do that anymore. So yeah, it just killed a little bit of my enjoyment for that. Anyway, despite that, Middle-earth strategy battle game is fantastic. It's a really, really good game. And if you're getting into it now, you won't have any of the issues that I had, because you won't be halfway through collecting an army which is now not usable. So yes, go and get into Middle-earth, because it's a fantastic game and it's really, really good. The rule set's fantastic. The scenarios are really, really fun and interesting and different. The scoring system's really, really good. So yeah, definitely go and get into Middle-earth. But be prepared to fall down massive rabbit holes of, oh, that would be cool if I could just do that army. That would be fantastic. A Morgul Knight army led by the Witch King with the Mouth of Sauron, all on horses with the Witch King on a fell beast. Sounds phenomenal. You're having supper? Nice one. Whiskey? So the Horus Heresy Matrix. I feel like Games Workshop are sacrificing a bit too much of the fun on the Ultra Balance. So the Middle-earth one is understandable because they had the Middle-earth license. So they were finalising and sorting out what they could and couldn't do with the Lord of the Rings license that they have off Tolkien, off the Tolkien estate, which is why it's split up now. So if you get the armies of Middle-earth, if you get the armies of Lord of the Rings book, it doesn't have Glorfindel in it. You have to get the armies of Middle-earth book, which then adds Glorfindel into the Rivendell army list. There's things like that. There is a Dark Millennium Falcon from Lego with Darth Jar Jar. Darth Jar Jar! Oh my god. But the Horus Heresy Matrix is a bit more wide open, isn't it? Because allies is just like 50%. And you can't ally... Can you ally? Can you ally across Loyal and thingy? Like, can I ally Night Lords with Raven Guard and just say that... and well, not just say... and model them as, like, Loyal Night Lords? Or model these as, like, Traitor Raven Guard? Does it work like that? Because I know I can ally my militia, my Solar Auxilia, in with my Raven Guard, because I've got that Therian. I've got the Therian cohort that I need to do. The Dark Falcon Lego Star. No, wait. You weren't joking. What the? When did that come out? When did that come out? Is that like an Elseworlds thing? Like in an alternative universe far, far away? That's amazing. The Dark Falcon. Turn the Lego Star Wars world upside down with a Dark Falcon buildable toy. Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy Disney Plus special. Darth Jar Jar. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Yeah, okay, well that's funny. A Lego upside down universe. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's really, really funny. Okay, so that's that one. That's this one pretty much done. Just need to add a couple of highlights down here. So then this one's ready for the oil wash as well. Right, I'm going to go and do dinner in a second, everybody. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. That was really, really good fun. That was I really enjoyed today's stream. Thank you very much. Hopefully we can do exactly the same tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'm going to be doing the rest of this guy for YouTube. So I'm going to carry on painting this guy for YouTube, and hopefully get him all done for YouTube, which will be really, really cool. He needs a little bit of extra highlights down here. Don't have to worry too much about this bit because it's all covered with cloak, so it's going to be in the shadow anyway. Pedro Pascal replaces the Mandalorian, and it's just that they put Lando or whoever in the armor for the location. Fantastic. So yeah, there we go, everybody. Hope you enjoyed chit-chattering away. Sinister, if you could have a look for those Aether Wings, that would be fantastic, because that would be a huge help for that little plan. And I think I just put one on the wolf, like flying over the top of the wolf. Right, let's go and see if anybody is around to raid into. Zum's on, Ren's on, and Ren's painting, so we can raid Ren. Nikki's on. That's it, isn't it? Oh, Cryo's on. Okay, we'll raid Cryo. Fantastic. We don't get to raid Cryo. Perfect timing. Go and give Cryo some. Viewers. Thank you very much, everybody. Right, take care, everybody. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed watching me paint all of these. So we've got all that done today. These are going to be so good. These are going to look so good, guys. I'm so excited. Right, take care. I'm going to get this primed and start painting this as well. What do you think? Do you like that? Do you like the little extensions on those? I think they've come out really well. I've chipped a little bit there, look, so I need to go back in with some Tamiya QuickType and do that. Oh, I need to do my skulls, so I'm going to do my skulls ready for that as well. Right, take care, everybody. See you later. Bye. Say hello to Cryo for me. I'm going to